As many of you know, there's been an increase in the number of tragedies associated with vaccines in America. Today, we're going to be covering the Carthel case. The Carthel family was deeply affected by vaccines over the past 10 years.
Introduce yourself. I'm Katie Carthel, and I have a son. He's 10 years old, and his name is Crash Carthel.
Can you tell me about your experience with vaccinating Crash?
So his first vaccination he got when he was a young infant, and I was very optimistic about them. A lot of people told me not to vaccinate my child, and I did research, and I went to several doctors, and they told me everything was fine, it was safe, nothing was wrong. It's supposed to help you, and everyone kept telling me no, don't vaccinate your child, but I didn't listen to them, and I ended up getting Crash vaccinated. He got all of his vaccines that he's supposed to that, people get.
Hello. Okay, we're just gonna get right in here. Alrighty. He is ready to go. Thank you so much.
I noticed something was off with him probably about a year after he got his vaccinations. He wasn't like other kids, like he wasn't hitting his growth developments and the milestones that normal kids reach, and so I began to wonder what was off, and so I even visited doctors, and they told me it's not normal, but like it's happened before with children, nothing you should be worried about, so I let it go, and then everything was just started becoming more and more wrong, and I finally, he started meowing a lot. Like
So he never talked, he just meowed?
No, a lot of kids usually, the first word is like mom, dad, or whatever, but he just meowed. He wouldn't stop meowing, and so I thought that was very strange. And then he just kind of acted like a cat. I didn't think that was normal, and so then doctors told me it's just something that kids do sometimes, and so I blew it off again. And then he didn't start walking until he was 5 years old, and so then finally I was like, something is wrong, I don't know what to do. So then I just finally talked to these people, and they were like, it's from vaccinations. So what I did first was I talked to some of my friends, and they actually referred me to Dr. Day. He's a vaccination specialist of side effects and things like that, and for more information about it. And so I went, me and Crash went together, and I'm sorry. And then we found out that he had vaccinationitis.
Hi, I'm Dr. Day, and I'm the doctor that is behind the treatment for Crash in his severe case of vaccinationitis. Here at our facility, we like to focus on the use of essential oils and salt rocks. I'm a self-taught practitioner who has no actual medical background, and I like to do most of my practice on family, friends, and assorted different animals.
Thank you for meeting with us, Dr. Day.
You're very welcome.
Vaccinations are extremely dangerous to the human body. They can cause things like mental health disorders, speech and developmental delays, and they can actually contract the disease that you were vaccinated for. People end up getting that disease because they got the vaccination. So now, let's go meet up with Crash.
Let go.
Hi, my name's Crash. Meow.
Yeah, he has a mind of a 3-year-old. He still hasn't grown out of his cat face. He frequently meows, and it's very unusual. Even Dr. Day is unsure of what's going on, but we think that might just be part of who he is.
Oh my gosh. We need to get this. We'll be there as soon as possible. So what's been going on lately?
His side effects have been getting worse, progressively worse, and one morning I went into his room to go wake him up for school, and he wasn't in his bed, but something else was. He turned into a cat.
Crash! 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 Are you a good kitten, Crash?
So this is Crash now, and it's tough news to deal with. I said to myself, how do I cope with something like this? And you just don't. And so I'm learning to deal with the pain, and it's been a struggle, but I still love him.
Crash? Crash. He's so sweet.
There's no cure for vaccinationitis. I spoke with Dr. Day about it, and he said that now that he's a cat, he remains a cat forever. And so I advise everyone, please do not vaccinate your children. I was one of the ones that didn't listen to my friends that were telling me not to, and it's a huge risk, and it's not worth it.
I'm here with Crash's former doctor, who has a few words to say.
I no longer vaccinate due to what happened, like the Carthel family. It was very dumb of me to ever try and do that or try to professionalize in that, and I strongly regret it, so I no longer do that. So I'm very happy I made that decision to not vaccinate anymore. Please don't sue me.
Respect. As you can see through this documentary, vaccines are dangerous and the results are irreversible. Please take this documentary as your warning to never vaccinate your kids. They're dangerous and metamorphosis can happen. While it's rare, it can happen. A few alternatives to vaccines are essential oils, salt rocks, even herbs. Please use these for your children instead. I'm Judy Sanders, and this is the Carthel Case.